Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Northern Electric 3-slot payphone, and this is Ron's telephone from New Jersey. And so basically this is the initial checkout of this telephone, and we're going to kind of go over the telephone a little bit. Now Ron has both of his keys. He has his vault key and his body key, and so that's a plus. Right there is a lot of cost that you won't have to endure because he has the keys. So basically the finger wheel is cracked, so we need to replace that and get that taken care of. We need to go through this telephone and rewire it and set it up for home use. And so basically I'm going to go ahead and lift the top off. We need to go in and install a modular port so Ron can simply walk up to this telephone and plug any length line cord, any color that he chooses into this telephone. We also want to remove some of the inside that we don't any longer need and install a bell so that this telephone will ring. And then we want to go through all the wiring like we mentioned earlier. Now Ron says the money drops through this telephone already. We want to check that and make sure that it is dropping through, and he does have his coin validator, so that's a plus. And we're going to go ahead and get this telephone squared away for Ron so he can simply plug it in and start using it and enjoying it. So now what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and take a break and start working on this telephone, and we'll get some video of this telephone as we move along in the progress of the repair and conversion of this telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are basically finished up with this telephone. But one last thing that we do want to do to this telephone is make sure that the money's dropping through. And we know the quarters drop all the way through to the vault area, and the dimes drop all the way through, but we know the nickels do not. They go into the coin return. So we're going to go ahead and drop a quarter, and it did drop into the vault area. We're going to drop another quarter. We're going to drop a dime, and that rang the bell twice. The quarter's gong, and now we're going to try 2 nickels. And if you notice, the nickel did not hit the bell, and that's because it sent it over to the coin return. So let's do another nickel, and it did not ring the bell. So now what we have is, in the coin return, 2 nickels. So what we want to do at this point is go into the coin validator and make sure that the nickels are dropping through. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with this telephone. And we're going to run through a few things that we did with this telephone, and we're going to do our final checks on it. We installed a different finger wheel, and we also installed a center dial card that's more to the period of this telephone. It's a Northern Electric. And so we went through the wiring on this telephone and got that straightened out and rewired it the way we needed it rewired. We installed a bell and a bell circuit. We also went through the rotary and got the rotary cleaned up and the points adjusted. We made sure that the nickels were dropping through the coin validator into the vault. The quarters were already dropping and the dimes were dropping, but the nickels were going into the coin return as we showed earlier, and that has been taken care of now, and the nickels ring the bell once, the dimes twice, and the quarters gong. We also installed a modular port so that Ron can simply walk up to this telephone and plug it in like any telephone and use any length or color line cord that he chooses. basically we've gone through a little bit of everything on this telephone. Now Ron had his keys to his locks, and that's a plus. And whenever taking off the body, you always want to grab the phone and push in this area because it's spring-loaded. So when you unlock it, you want to clamp it down or push down on it and unlock it. And when you lock it, you want to push down and lock. For those who don't know that, you don't want to put the strain on the key by just simply walking up to it and opening up. It is spring-loaded, and you want to always push it down. So what we're going to do now is we have the payphone plugged into the analyzer, and we want to ring the analyzer. We're going to let that go a few times. Give you some dial tone. And now we want to dial our numbers. So if you watch the analyzer, you watch the numbers go by. I'm going to end in a 2. And so basically, we have this set up to where the bell will tinkle. It's when you dial the numbers and hang up, and you can hear the bell tinkle. And we do that for that extra added effect. Now what we can do is we can give you some dial tone, and we'll dial a 2, and we want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch this red light on the analyzer, every time we transmit into the handset, that's an indication of 100% modulation every time you see that red light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is dialing out. We know it has transmit and receive. We know it's ringing on an incoming call. And so now what we can do is move it over to a regular telephone line, and we'll call a time and temp number, give you some dial tone.
Good afternoon. Shop online anytime at Offenberg.com. A short drive to great value. Today is Friday, December 14th. The time is 3:53. Current temperature at 58 degrees. Now the Belleville area weather forecast. Showers and scattered thunderstorms tonight, lows in the mid-40s. Showers likely Saturday morning, then mostly sunny in the afternoon, a high in the upper 50s to mid-60s, and a south wind gusting to 30.
Okay. So we can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Okay. So now let's take some money, and we can install some change into this telephone. And first we're going to do a quarter, and that's going to gong and then fall down into the vault area. We'll do another quarter. We're going to do a dime that will ring the bell twice. We'll do another dime. Now we'll do a nickel, and a nickel will ring the bell once. We'll do another nickel. We'll do one more nickel. And since that was one of the issues where the nickels weren't falling through, we'll do one more. So we know that the money is falling down into the vault area now, and if anyone ever puts any money in it, Ron can get bubblegum money. So another thing that we have here is the finger wheel that we replaced. This finger wheel was cracked up pretty badly on the original one that came in, so that was replaced like we talked about earlier in the video. So now what we want to do is go ahead and install the vault door and lock that up. We'll go ahead and ring this telephone with the analyzer one more time. Let that go a couple times. Give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been converted and repaired, we can return this telephone to Ron and he can start enjoying it. These are really cool Northern Electric 3-slot payphones, and they're from Canada, and they're just a great telephone. And this one's got a unique color to it, and so it's a really cool telephone. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.